All right, so as commented on my Bruce Lee video, I'm going to do a comparison on all the major box sets that have come out and the single sets that have come out. So if you're a completionist like I am, or if you're like a special features nut like I am, you'll know which sets you want to keep and what sets you can actually do without it. I'm going to start off here first. As you can see, these are the Blu-ray sets I have right now. I have a couple of other sets as well that are just DVD and old school VHS for Enter the Dragon, but I'm not going to show those. This is because that Criterion set, this guy just came out. We're going to go over each one of the sets, special features that cross over, special features that are included only to that set, so that way you guys can go, oh, okay, this is all I need, really. So we're going to start off, of course, we're going to take these guys off the table here. We're going to start off first. We're going to go in order. Now this came out in 2013, so did this Legacy Collection. They both came out in 2013. But also in 2007, now what I did was I bought a double disc Blu-ray case here. But in 2007, I had this on HD DVD. But you also want to get, I mean, if you have the 2007 Blu-ray, that's great. But on the Enter the Dragon 2007 Blu-ray, there is one special feature that's only on this that I know of for sure, and it's Bruce Lee. If I can get it to focus, well, it's not going to focus. But it's called Bruce Lee, A Warrior's Journey. That's the one. That's the documentary by John Little, who also did Bruce Lee in his own words on this set. So if you have the 2007 Enter the Dragon, you want to keep it for that documentary. All the other features have been ported over to this 2013 40th anniversary remaster. So you get the Curse of the Dragon. Let me pull up my thing here. Let's go here. Let me do Enter the Dragon releases. I created some Word documents. So the original 2007 Blu-ray release of this has an audio commentary. It's the same audio commentary that's on the Criterion set as well as this set. But then you got Blood and Steel, Making of Enter the Dragon, which is on the Criterion set. In His Own Words, which is on the Criterion set. The Linda Lee Caldwell Interview Gallery, which is on the Criterion set. Let's see what else we got. You got the original 73 featurette. It's on the Criterion set. Backyard Workout with Bruce Lee is on the Criterion set. Like I said, A Warrior's Journey. You got all the trailers and the TV spots. I think the other one that's not on the Criterion set. Let me go look at my notes here. Let me go look here. Give me a second. I'm looking. Let's see. The Dragon. Yeah. The other featurette that you don't get that's on the 2007 release and this release is Curse of the Dragon. So if you have this release, you don't want to keep it. Because, I mean, plus if you've got this collection, I mean, look at this stuff that you get with this. This stuff is awesome. This collector set is awesome. You get, this lenticular. Something incredible. With the nunchucks. You know, you get the dragon. You know, you get to be deputized as an ally of the dragon. The title, the script cover of the original script. And you can see, you know, blood and steel is crossed out. And you get all these great little cards. Right. So this is a great set to keep because of all these collectibles that come with it. So you definitely, if you have this set, you definitely want to keep it for the Curse of the Dragon bonus feature. And if you have the 2000 set, you want to keep that for a Warrior's Journey bonus feature. That's, like I said, only on the 2007 Blu-ray of Enter the Dragon. Or HD DVD if you're like me. I've got an HD, old school Toshiba HD DVD player that I didn't want to get rid of because a lot of my HD DVDs still work. So that's that. Alright, now on to this bad boy here. Let me go. Gotta find it now, guys. Alright, Legacy Collection 2013. So, you know, this one you get the Big Boss, you get DVD, Blu-ray. You get Fist of Fury, DVD, Blu-ray. Way of the Dragon, DVD, Blu-ray. Game of Death, DVD, Blu-ray. Then Bruce Lee, The Man, the Legend, which is on the Criterion set. So let me double check. Bruce Lee, The Man, the Legend. Yes. But you don't get Bruce Lee, the Legend. And you don't get I Am Bruce Lee on that Criterion set. So if you have this set, you want to keep it for these bonus features alone. And this bonus disc here are bonus features. Now let me indicate that some of these bonus features have been ported over to quite a few of the sets. So let me go look at my bonus disc here. I'm going to go back to my Legacy Collection. Alright. Let's go back to the Legacy Collection. So on this desk, DVD 3, you get Game of Death Revised with an interview with Bob Wall. Talks about his experience on Game of Death. That's also on the Criterion box set. But you get a different interview with Way of the Dragon where Bob Wall talks about his movie debut with Bruce Lee in Way of the Dragon. You get Master of the Game with Dan Innocenta, who is one of the students. He's the guy doing the nunchucks in Game of Death. Nunchuck fight. Then you get Legacy of the Dragon on this disc, but it's also on the Criterion Collection. And the Master Collection, which I'll show you here soon. The Grandmaster and the Dragon, also on the Criterion set. Bruce Lee Remembered, 51-minute documentary, not on the Criterion set. So if you have this, practically knocked my tripod over. If you have this, you want to keep it because that's a cool 51-minute little behind the scenes. Fist of Fury interviews, those are on the Criterion set, and I'll tell you about those when I get there. But let's see here. I'm gonna tell you about those right now. Those Fist of Fury interviews are basically on the Fist of Fury disc in the Criterion set. It's the First Lady interview with actress Nora Meow, Blade of Fury interview with Riki Hashimoto, and Master Bushido interview with actor Jun Kachimura. So all those are on that bonus disc right there. So let's get back to Legacy Collection. You got still galleries on there. I don't think we have a ton of skin galleries. There's this weird Return of the Dragon 60 seconds. That's a bit much. Let's see. Let me see what else is on this Legacy collection. Most of the stuff on the Legacy collection has been ported over to the Criterion. But on Fist of Fury disc, now it's on this Fist of Fury bonus disc, there's a bonus feature on here, which was also ported over to this, aka Fist of Fury, aka the Chinese Connection, when South Select did them again in 2016. That is called Remembering Fist of Fury, which is a 30-minute documentary that's not on the Criterion set at all. And the other thing that's on here, on the Big Boss, or Fist of Fury on this 2016 South Factory release, is called Return to Pak Chung, the Big Boss Revisited. Where, I forget who it is. I've watched this so many times and I forget. But he's a practicer of Jeet Kune Do, fan of Bruce Lee. He goes over to Pak Chung where they shot the Big Boss. So it's on here. If you have this one, you definitely want to keep this if you're, like I said, if you're completionist of special features like I am. But the only reason to keep this set right here is if you're a geek like I am, besides some of these, I mean, look at these pictures, man. Look at some of these pictures in this movie. You know, you got, you know, these great shots of Bruce. Great shots. Great pictures here for Fist of Fury. We have the dragon. Game of Death. More pictures here from Fist of Fury. And like a collage here. And then you get past the bonus features and you get into this great book. The book is awesome. I just finished reading it. You know, it follows Bruce Lee from the Green Hornet all the way to his death. And it's got, you know, a bit about each movie. Great pictures as well. I mean, you know. So, I mean, if you own the 2013 Legacy Collection Shout Factory, you definitely want to keep it just for the book. The book is awesome. I mean, there's stuff in this book that's not even in that set, in the Criterion set, in that nice new little leaflet or that's in there. That's in there. So now we're going to go on to this one that I did a video about when I got it, because no one had done a video about this at all on YouTube, which just blew my mind. I'm going to try to get this camera to focus a little better here. Pull it back. Alright. So, this set, and at the end of this video, I'm going to include screenshots of 2 of the movies from the sets, as well as 3 different screenshots of the 2007 Enter the Dragon, 2013 Enter the Dragon, and the theatrical release of Enter the Dragon that's on the Criterion set. And I'll include screenshots. I only did 2 of the movies from the set that basically included in all the box sets of The Big Boss and Way of the Dragon. Because this is probably going to be a long video to begin with, so you guys can go, okay, I can keep this set, I can get rid of this set, I can put this one away, but this set has been rendered extinct due to the Criterion set, the South Factory set, and the UK set that I'm going to show you, the Master Collection. Now this set, I mean, it's a nice set, but so you get, you know, Big Boss, sorry about the glare, get the Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Game of Death. These are all been in 4K remastered. They're not 4K Blu-rays. They're 4K remastered, just like the Criterion set, just like the Shout Factory 2016 sets. That 2013 set is not 4K remastered. So those picture qualities aren't that great. If you have the 2016 ones, and I'm going to give you my opinion so far out of watching all of them, 2016 Shout Factory looks the best pictures for Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Game of Death. They look even better than the Criterion set. And you can see that when I put up the different comparisons of the screenshots. But just to say, there's special features on each one of these that have been rendered moot. I mean, they have been all ported over. And the special features, the interviews that are on these discs, don't have any English subtitles. This one has interviews in English because it was shot in English. But these, Way of the Dragon, Fist of Fury, Big Boss, all the interviews that are on here are on the Criterion set. Have been ported over, and they were ported over to the Shout Factory sets as well. And you have, of course, because they're all basically they're interviews with Chinese stuntmen, with Chinese actors, Chinese directors. On these sets, there's no subtitles. On the Shout Factory sets, as well as the Criterion set, there's English subtitles that you can turn on or off, depending on if you speak Chinese, Mandarin, or Cantonese at all. So basically, the Criterion set has rendered these moot. The only reason I dig these, though, is they've got such great artwork on the inside. Yeah, awesome. I wish they would have did that with some of the new releases that came out. At least Shout Factory. I mean, Shout Factory did the reversible. When they did the 2016 releases, they did the reversible covers. But I think this is cool. Look at that. It's awesome. You open this up, and wow, you get a, you get a scene from the movie. That's the coolest thing about this set. The picture quality is okay, but you can tell that Shout Factory did a little bit more work on the picture when they got a hold of the rights to these movies and cleaned them up even more. Criterion cleaned them up too, but you'll see in the pictures that there's an interesting color difference between the Criterion set and the Shout Factory set. There you go. I mean, great scenes from each one of the films. But like I said, if you're a bonus feature nut, these guys have been rendered useless thanks to the Criterion and Shout Factory sets. Oh, and I'm going to show you the Master Collection here right now from the UK. That is definitely very, very unique. Now, this set that I'm about to show you is a great set in that if you're a completionist, there are tons of special features on this set alone that have not been released on the Criterion set or in the States. That's this bad boy right here. So if you got a region-free player like I do, and I knocked my damn tripod again, I am sorry about that. If you got a region-free player, you can play this bad boy, or a region B. It won't play on a region A player. Well, I take that back. Enter the Dragon will. Warner Brothers Blu-rays are region-free. It will play on any region in the world. These 4 are region B. So let's get to the Master Collection so you can find out what goodies are on this set that are only there. Now, we're going to start with Big Boss. Special features. Cool cover. Region B locked. Special features that are on this set only. So if you're a completionist, and like I said, if you can spend a little bit of extra money on Amazon, get yourself a region-free player. It'll be the best money you've ever spent, because you'll be like me, be able to buy all these imports and watch any Blu-ray from anywhere in the world on a region-free player. But let's start off. The Master Collection UK Blu-ray set, Big Boss. You get a different commentary. You get this Mike Leader commentary that's on all the releases. And you also, on the Big Boss, on the 2016 release and on the Criterion set, you get a new audio commentary with Asian film expert Brandon Bentley. That's only on the Big Boss. It's only on this or this. So keep that in mind. That's a cool. But you get on this Big Boss another commentary besides the Mike Leader one, and besides that, the Brandon Bentley one isn't on here, unfortunately. But you did get a Andrew Stanton and Will Johnston commentary. You get the original theatrical trailer, a Hong Kong promo trailer. You get a rare uncut 8mm trailer that's on here that I don't think is anywhere else. You get original lobby cards. You get the deleted scenes examined, the story of the elusive uncut print. That's only on this set. There's like extra scenes that were cut out of the Big Boss because they were just considered too extreme. And I think it's a Mandarin cut. It was sewn once. It's owned, from what I can tell, from what the special feature says, by a private owner, by a private collector. And to this day, he has not let anyone else see that Mandarin cut. I think it was shown in the UK once in theaters, from what one of the commenters on my last video of Bruce Lee set said. It's never been seen again, and it probably never will be unless that private collector actually goes, hey, here's my 35mm print, go ahead, make a 4K scan. Probably never happened. There's one on here called The History of the Big Boss, only on here. Bruce Lee biography, 22-minute short, only on here. Paul Heller, Breaking the West, the producer of Enter the Dragon, one of the producers of Enter the Dragon, interview, only on here. Tom Coon, What Might Have Been, another interview. You'll have to forgive me, I didn't do research on who Tom Coon is, but only on this version of the Big Boss from the UK. And an interview from Fred Weintraub, the other producer on Enter the Dragon, A Rising Star, all about Bruce, only on this Blu-ray. So, like I said, if you're a completionist, you're going to want to get this set because there's some killer special features on here that aren't on the Criterion set, aren't on the Shout Factory sets at all. So, alright, on to the next one. You guys ready? Fist of Fury. Another cool cover. But, okay, let's talk about Fist of Fury special features for UK. Now, there's a writer, martial artist, fan of Bruce Lee named Bay Logan. He is the one that found the original footage of Game of Death. You know, digging through the Golden Harvest archives. Found the original footage, found all that lost, not script, but, you know, lost ideas that Bruce Lee had jotted down for Game of Death. So, on Fist of Fury, you get that commentary with Mike Leader, and I'm going to say something that I've read in reviews. The Mike Leader commentaries are very informative, but they sound like crap. It sounds like he called in on a frickin' speakerphone, one of those old school speakerphones in an office, to give his commentary. He's like not even there in the building watching the video or the movie and giving his commentary through a microphone. He's talking through a phone. Sounds horrible. But on here, there's a commentary with Bay Logan for Fist of Fury, and you can tell he's in a studio watching the movie with a headset and a microphone. Sounds clear. And he gives you so much information on Fist of Fury, it's ridiculous. Now, on this set, you get the interviews that are on the Criterion set. You get the First Lady interview, Blade of Fury interview, and Master of Bushido interview. Both of them are on, all three of those interviews are on the bonus disc for the Legacy Collection, and they're on the Criterion set as well. You get a Fist of Fury location guide on here, which you don't get on any of the other sets. You get First Among Equals, you don't get on any other sets. Legacy of a Master, you don't get on any other sets. Friend to the Stars, You don't get on any other sets. And Tracking the Dragon, you don't get on any other sets. And then you get this thing called the Magic Lantern, a rare photo archive from Fist of Fury that's not on any other set that I can tell. So that's Fist of Fury. On to Way of the Dragon. Now, special features on Way of the Dragon. Another commentary track with Bay Logan, as well as the original from Mike Leader. But what's cool about this version of Way of the Dragon, you get an introduction by Bay Logan, and you get an introduction by Robert Lee, Bruce Lee's brother. You get a Dragon Remembered, not on the Criterion set, not on the Shout Factory set. A Dragon Remembered, a double-edged sword, not on those sets. Inside Way of the Dragon, Chaplain Chang, definitely not on the Criterion or the sets. Inside Way of the Dragons, Louis Seat, not on the Criterion or Shout Factory sets. Artist and Warrior, not on any of those sets. Dragon Rising, Memories of the Master, Warrior Immortal, Behind the Legend Photo Gallery, Production Photo Gallery, and Trailer Archives. Trailer Archives, of course, are on all the sets, but all those other special features on the Way of the Dragon are not on the Criterion or the Shout set. And now, in this box set, which is cool, is you get this 40th anniversary edition Enter the Dragon. So we don't need to go over those special features, we already did. But now on to Game of Death, my friends. You get the commentary track with Bay Logan, and then you get that commentary with Mike Leader as well. Get the Legacy of the Dragon documentary, which is on here, also on Criterion set, and also on the bonus disc of the Legacy Collection. You get the Game of Death Revisited, which is the 39 minutes of footage that was found by Bay Logan, cut into what originally Bruce Lee had envisioned. You get original UK trailer, so of course you're not going to get that in the Criterion set. Cantonese theatrical trailer. The outtake footage is on, a lot of the outtake footage is on the Criterion set. You get a Dan Inosanto, Warrior and Teacher, Dan Inosanto, Jeet Kune Do and Other Asian Methods of Fighting seminar, which is interesting. He's teaching you basically how to use Jeet Kune Do for self-defense, basically. It's definitely a seminar, and you can tell it was pulled from a VHS tape. Taki Kaminer, Keeping the Flame Alive, and then an interview with George Lazenby, Reflections of the Master. And these interviews, from what I can tell, aren't on any other set. And then I'll put these guys back. You get this bonus disc, which is, this guy's the same as disc 1 of the Legacy Collection. Has Bruce Lee the Legend and Bruce Lee the Man in the Legend. So that's basically the same. In Region PAL DVD though. So like I said, you got to have a region free player to play them. But like I said, if you're me, you want this set for the special features to go along with this set. This guy, and then let's talk about that guy. This guy is very interesting. The 2016 Game of Death is definitely a collector's edition. Ports over basically all the special features from the 2013 set that I have. You get the Japanese cut of the movie on here. But you get this bonus disc, and like I said, if you're a nut like myself, you want to keep it, because this bonus disc here, it's the Mandarin, the Chinese release, the Mandarin Cantonese release of Game of Death, which has different scenes, a different beginning, different ending than the theatrical release that everyone's seen. And so if you've got the Criterion, if you've got this Criterion set here, and you've watched Game of Death 2, or as it was called in some places, Tower of Death, there's a scene in a greenhouse in that movie. That was actually filmed for the first Game of Death, because they thought that scene in the opera house was not enough action for a movie released in China, so they shot another scene. And then it's got different, like I said, different beginning, different ending. You can see the different endings in the deleted scenes for Game of Death on the Criterion. But basically that's it. It's kind of funny to watch because everyone's, speaking, depending on which track you use, they're either speaking in Mandarin or Cantonese, while they're all really speaking in English. So it's fun to watch. But like I said, if you're a true completionist, you want to keep this set because of that bonus disc. So let's see, who are we on to now? I think we've covered almost everything. Alright, we're on to the Criterion set now. We're going to go over it and the special features. Now this is a great set. Gotta remember that it comes out the other side. Put this guy over here. Folds out like such. And you get this nice fold up. You get the poster and everything. That's killer. And then there's a bit on each movie. I haven't read it yet. I love all the mini posters that are in here. And you get the big one from Enter the Dragon, which is fantastic. And then you get the essay in the back here, which I have still to read. Water and Vessel by Jeff Chang. Great pictures in here as well. But like I said, you want to keep it with that Legacy collection because there's a ton of stuff in that book that you don't get. So, on to the specs for this one. So, as mentioned, you get the audio commentary of Bruce Lee expert Brandon Bentley on the Big Boss. You get the mic leader. The mic leader has been ported over from the Shout Factory. So if you own the Shout Factory, that mic leader commentary tracks on every one of those movies. It's been ported over to the Criterion set now. You get the new featurette, Matthew Pauly on the Big Boss. You get the alternate ending, which is on practically all the other box sets that I have. Extended scenes. Bruce Lee, the early years featurette. Bruce Lee versus Peter Thomas featurette. Those are on the Shout sets. Trailers, US TV spot. And like I said, on this set, you don't get that Return to Pak Tone. It's only on the Shout Factory set. Disc 2, Fist of Fury. Then you get a new featurette, Matthew Pauly on Fist of Fury featurette. With the alternate opening credits. You get the Chinese Connection, which it was titled over here in the States. Fist of Fury Japanese version credits that were opening. Then, like I said, one that's included on the Master Collection UK and on the third bonus DVD of the Legacy Collection. The First Lady, interview with actress Nora Miao. Blade of Fury, interview with actor Riki Hashimoto. Master of Bushido, interview with actor Jun Katamura. All these were done in 1993. Then you get the one I was telling you about that's on one of those, that's on, let me pull it up. Give me a sec. Hold on. Not going anywhere. Alright, where are we? Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing. But on that Cam and Ransom Legendary set, there's an interview with Yen Hua. And I think let me look here. Interview with Yen Hua. Yeah, interview with Yen Hua is on the Fist of Fury disc. And like I said, on this set, no subtitles. So you get the subtitles on the Criterion set. Let me see what else we get here. That's it for Fist of Fury. Disc 3, Way of the Dragon. And the audio commentary by Mike Lear, Matthew Polly on The Way of the Dragon, alternate opening credits. Legacy of the Dragon documentary, which I told you is on the third bonus DVD of the Legacy Collection, and on the Game of Death Blu-ray of the UK this set. So, if Bruce Lee Remembered. Now this is a different Bruce Lee Remembered. There's a long documentary on that Fist of Fury disc. I believe for Shout Factory. This is only 7 minutes. But you do get the Kung Fu John Ben. That's on The Way of the Dragon. Shout Factory. Get the trailers, radio spot, all that. Then you get disc 4 here, the Criterion set, which is my favorite, because you finally get to see the theatrical cut of Enter the Dragon, which you haven't been able to see since '98 when they released this. Come on, focus, you stupid thing. It's not focused. So, you'll have to forgive me. I hope this isn't out of focus. Let's do this. Let's just put it down. See what happens. There you go. Enter the Dragon. '98 this came out. I have this on DVD. I also have it. Ta-da! That's the way to own it. This collector's edition. Because it's got a 54-page book in there about Enter the Dragon and art cards. And you get the soundtrack of Enter the Dragon in this bad boy. I'll show it to you in a bit before I'm done with this video. But this 25th, it's got a new introduction. So the reason I bought this on DVD is to get the introduction by Linda Lee Caldwell. The introduction to the special edition of Enter the Dragon. Every Blu-ray edition, they cut off that introduction. I don't know why. It bugs the hell out of me. The only way to watch it is on DVD or VHS. Blows my friggin' mind. Why do you do stuff like that? But, let me get back here. We are up to Enter the Dragon. So you get the Matthew Polly. Oh, did I do the theatrical cut? Matthew Polly on Enter the Dragon review. The Blood and Steel 2004 featurette that's on all releases of Enter the Dragon, special edition, the 2007 release, as well as the 2013 release. Bruce Lee in his own words, which is on both of those releases as well. The interviews with Linda Lee. You get an interview with Tung Wai, and that interview is on this set, on the Big Boss, but of course no subtitles. Okay. And then you get the promotional materials, electronic press kit, theatrical trailers, and TV spots. Now on to Game of Death. Matthew Polly on the Game of Death featurette. Game of Death Redux. New presentation of Lee's original Game of Death footage produced by Alan Candron. Okay, I want to put out there that the one that's on here, the Game of Death Revisited, that's on here, that's like 40 minutes, 39 minutes. That's also off the Legacy Collection. And that's also on this set, where it's the 39 minutes of footage that Bruce Lee shot, re-edited together for his vision. Watch that one, the Game of Death Revisited. Because the actors, oh shit, I hit my tripod again, I apologize. The actors, I don't know if Bruce Lee was doing his own voice, but the actors that did the voices, okay, having issues with the tripod, I apologize. But the actors that did the voices on that edition, way better. The Game of Death Redux on here sucks. It's horrible, I watched it. The actor doesn't sound anything like Bruce Lee. it's crap. So if you want to watch the footage, either watch the end of A Warrior's Journey where they show you the footage, or Game of Death Revisited that's on the Game of Death discs that I showed you already. It's terrible. God awful. I don't know why the hell they gave it to this Alan Canvin to try to do the voice, but he sucks. Get outtakes, bloopers. You get Game of Death. It says Game of Death Revisited on here, but it actually should be Game of Death Revised, because it's the interview with Robert Wall that's off of that third bonus DVD of the Legacy Collection. Why they call it Revisited, I have no clue. Because it was initially titled Revised on the bonus disc of the Legacy. Disc 6, Game of Death 2. If you guys can sit through that movie, my hats are off to you. It's bad. Oh my god. But then you get Bruce Lee, the Man and the Legend 1973 documentary, which is on bonus DVD 1 of the Legacy Collection and that bonus DVD of the Master Collection that I showed you. Bruce Lee, the Man and the Legend trailer. And that's basically it that's on Disc 6. Disc 7, you get Enter the Dragon Special Edition, which is the 1998 version of the movie, not the 73 theatrical cut. You get that commentary that's been ported over from the Warner Brothers set with Paul Heller and Michael Allen. You get new interviews, risk and reward interview with producer Andre Morgan, who was one of the producers for Golden Harvest when they were doing Enter the Dragon. Bruce Exploitation, about all the Bruce Exploitation movies with Bruce Lee, Bruce Lowe, all those kind of Bruces back after he died that they made in the early 80s. Match the Lips interviews with voice performer Michael Kay, who spoke the English voice of Bruce Lee's Chen Zhen in Fist of Fury, and Von Savage. I don't know who he did. The Grandmaster and the Dragon documentary, which is on the third bonus DVD of the Legacy Collection. So, if you have the Legacy Collection, you've already seen it. And that's basically it for the Criterion set. So basically, if you're like me, and you're a completionist, you want this set, because it's a great set. Then you want this set. Then you want this set. Then you want to keep this special edition of Game of Death. And then you just want to keep this special edition for some of those bonus features as well as the book. So these will complete your geekiness if you're a geek like myself for Bruce Lee and want to collect all the special features that you possibly can. So I hope this helps you guys if you're wanting to know what special features are where, when, and how. And as I promised, before I hang up the phone and go play some video games, let's show you my pride and joy of being a Bruce Lee geek. And I hit the tripod again. Damn it, Jim. I'll tell you. Alright. Finally. This came out in 1998, before DVDs became really prominent. This bad boy is the most awesome set ever created for Enter the Dragon. So you get this 54-page book. That's completely awesome. It's a great book about the making of the movie. It's got great stuff in it. $54-page book. Alright, then you get this lenticular. You get this great picture, and then you get a 35mm print of the same picture. Lobby cards. Yeah, lobby cards. Enter the Dragon. Lobby, lobby. Yes. And then, I'm not going to show them all to you. The back. I kept the back. I'm going to geek, like I said. And you get the 1998 remaster soundtrack on CD. And then, of course, the old school widescreen edition, Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon. 25th edition. Anniversary. Good old clamshell cases. But this has got Bruce Lee in his own words. The 73 behind the scenes documentary. The original theatrical trailer. And then the introduction by Linda Lee Caldwell. And I hadn't watched it in so long, so I had to buy this bad boy, so I could watch that introduction again. But that's it, boys and girls. That is the 1998 collector set of Enter the Dragon on VHS, DVD, and so forth. And I'm going to probably have to take the DVD out because it's not going to fit back in the box. But I just wanted to do this video for you guys because I said I would. So you can go out there and search for the editions that you want. As stated before, though, if you get that UK set, make sure you got a Blu-ray free player. Or Region B, because that's the only way you're going to be able to play the majority of the Blu-rays. Enter the Dragon will play on any Blu-ray player in the world. Alright guys, I'm out. This was a longer video than I thought. I hope most of it's in focus. I apologize if it's not. And I'll see you on the next one because no one seems to be doing these kind of comparisons, so you guys can go out there and figure out what you really want. Late.